Hello, welcome to the top of the world. Beautiful day, it's not raining. Great. Today's task is removal or demolition or dismantling of the old sawmill building. We are currently sat inside the new sawmill building. Electrics, yesterday, 10 hours. Did I finish them? No. Am I nearly finished them now? Yeah. Do we have power to this building? Yes. There is a cable, a short length of cable that does have to run overground, which means I have to plug it in and unplug it when the tractor's going backwards and forwards down that end of the yard. But otherwise, the electric is run all the way from the other building. It's about a 60-foot run, all the way up to here. We have plug sockets working. We have fitted some of the lights. They all work. And we have fitted a variety of floodlights on the outside. These are all old lights that I've had lying around that, in fact, two of them were old sensor lights where the sensors stopped working and people took them down and put up new LEDs and gave me them. So I've made good use of those. I have dragged the big static engine to the edge, ready to lift up and remove and go and stack somewhere else. It is something we've got to get started. I have decided, after all these years of keeping it, I'm going to sell it. I'm really not into selling things, but I am going to sell it. I kept it because I thought I was going to use it to run a generator. Well, of course, you know, for those that have been around a while, you know that I got a generator or acquired a generator last year, albeit it's not running yet, not because there's anything wrong with it other than the starter motor. But this big static engine over there, I don't have a use for it now. And it's quite a useful thing. It can be used for a number of things. Anyway, we'll get that out and stack it, and then once the building's down and cleared and I've cleared that area up, then we'll get a couple of batteries out and we'll try and fire this up, and then I'll do a video of doing that, and I'll use part of that video as the basis for selling it. But I think it could run just about anything that you needed a static engine for: water pumps, generators, sawmills, anything with how I've rigged it up, I'll show you in a minute, is anything that used to be run by a tractor that's got a band wheel. I'll show you now. So this has its full 6-gear gearbox intact. There's the output drive. There is the prop shaft, and this wheel, I made up a bracket to go onto that wheel, which the prop shaft bolts to, and there's another bracket on the back which can attach to a beam, and then the wheel pushes onto the old band wheel. If you're not familiar with the old machinery, you've probably got no idea what I'm talking about. Most of you my age will know exactly, or older, exactly what I'm talking about. Anyway, so I had to pull off that bit of fascia up there just so I could get in far enough to drag that. So we're going to move that first, and then we'll clear out the rest of this stuff, and then we'll start picking this apart. And it's all nailed together. So I've got two choices. I can get up there with a chainsaw and chainsaw between all the rafters, or I can pick it apart with the forklift and drop it on the floor. And I think that's the option we're going to go for. Pick it apart. And all this will go for firewood. That's what you call low impact construction. And demolition. Done. Cleared. Gone. I was slightly concerned how I knew that was only just stood up. I did. I don't know how it put up with 6 winters of snow on it like that. Anyway, it's down. Won't have the same problem with this. But if you want to take this one down, you'll have a much bigger problem. There we go. I suppose, without doing the big reveal, one thing that I haven't seen, and one thing that you haven't seen, don't worry about that, it's waiting on parts, is what the new sawmill building looks like. Do you know, I should have moved all the stuff out the front of it to get the real impact. What the new sawmill building looks like from the other side of the yard, or more importantly, the entrance when you pull in. So, we'll see it together. Nice. There's a view I've never seen before. So what's going to happen now is I'll be able to move all this junk I've put there, these barrels and stuff out of the way, and then the telegraph poles, power poles, whatever you want to call them, I can line up there, and this will be for our raw timber in area, which we've always had to fight with. Raw timber comes in there, wood processing, on a sawmill, in the cants, end of the cant shelter. Done. Cool, I think you'll agree. Yeah. I wish I didn't have to knock it down, because obviously that was a really good shelter and I'm short of shelters. Anyway, there's no way was I prepared to get up here and do another 3 or 4 winters, 3 or 4 clearings on this roof just to keep it standing. And I was surprised when I prodded it with a forklift just how unstable it was. Anyway, it's down now. That's what I've got for you today. Thank you very much for joining me. Thank you all to my new subscribers. Thank you all for my new subscribers that are commenting. And the biggest thank you to all is my loyal subscribers that always comment. Thank you very much. Have a great weekend. Bye for now.